Okay, in this video we're going to talk about how to make a copy of the IMathAS software for you to be able to edit and make changes to and eventually contribute back with. And for that we need something called Git. So Git is a version control software, so it allows you to maintain a history of all the changes that have been made to a set of software. And at any point you can undo those changes and go back to earlier versions. It also allows you to sort of maintain your own copy but still bring in updates, or if you make changes, contribute them back. Anyways, it makes keeping track of software changes much easier, and so that's what we're going to be needing. So first thing you're going to need is Git for Windows, and so you can download that. And I've already downloaded and installed this, and you can just download it, install it using all the sort of default options. And then I really like having a sort of nice user interface, graphical user interface for Git, since Git by itself is just a command line tool. And so for that, I really like this one called TortoiseGit. And so I've also downloaded and installed TortoiseGit. And so what that gives me is if you go into like the file manager somewhere and you right click, you'll see this these extra options, Git clone and TortoiseGit, and we'll be using those in a minute. Okay, so we've got Git installed, we've got TortoiseGit installed. So now we're going to head over to GitHub. So GitHub is a website where Git repositories, in other words, sets of code, are stored and shared, particularly open source software like IMathAS. So right now we're on the page for the official main repo, that's the drlitman IMathAS repo, and we're going to create a fork of that. So the first thing we're going to have to do is sign up for an account if you don't already have one, or sign in if you do. So you're going to sign up for an account, make sure you verify your email also. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in now. Okay, so now that we're signed in, we can click this fork button up here in the upper right hand corner to create a fork of the software. And you'll see up here it says, now I got the David My Open Math / IMathAS forked from drlitman IMathAS. So now this is a copy of my own copy of the software that I can make changes to, but it's still kind of linked back to the main software, the original repo, so that I can easily pull in new changes and send back updates. So now we need to get this onto our computer. And to help with that, the first thing we want to do is set up some security stuff with GitHub. So under your account stuff, go to settings, and then in the left here, look for SSH keys. And this is what we want, is some SSH keys. So we're going to create a new SSH key. And of course they want us to just paste one in. Well, maybe we'll see if we can do without this for now. So let's go back to our repo. So I'm on my repo here, and under code, now I'm going to go use this clone with HTTPS option. So I'm going to hit this little copy thing to copy this to the clipboard. And then inside my file manager now, I'm going to go to Git clone. And you'll notice that it pulled that right out of my clipboard, but there's the URL that GitHub gave me. And I'm going to go ahead and clone it into sort of the root C directory just for convenience. So let's go ahead and hit OK. And it's going to think for a second, and it is done. And now what we have is a copy of all the IMathAS software on our computer here. So let me give you a little bit of a gist of how Git works now. Or maybe I should save that for a different video. Okay, so there we go. We'll call that one